on, you guys? It's your boy, Mr. Best, the CEO.
It's your boy, Mr. Best, the CFO.
Hey, and welcome to another edition, another episode of Financial Fashion Talk Podcast. And we wanted to go live right here from our home page, our business page, Financial Fashion Clothing Co. And we appreciate you guys for still tuning in. So what we're going to do now, bro, let's go ahead and share it. Make sure everybody know that we're live right now.
Already.
Because we're finna talk about some things that's gonna help people that already have direction, that already have things that's going on. So we're gonna add video, we're gonna add value. We're gonna add value. Give us a second here. So your day was cool, bro.
Yeah, man. Besides the fact that I hurt my back today, man, but shit, it is what it is. What about yourself, man?
Man, I enjoyed today. Got back from Florida, of course.
Right.
On Sunday, on yesterday.
Yeah.
So today, man, pretty much just stayed in and got some work done.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to be here tonight. So did you share it? You went on ahead and shared it?
Yeah, I shared it, bro.
I'm about to share it again.
Yeah, I'm still a little jealous about that Florida trip. Yeah, man.
Nevertheless, bro.
Already.
It'll be another one.
Yeah, man, God permit, man. I'm definitely gonna be there next time.
Okay, we both share.
Yeah, man.
So, bro, what we want to talk about, man, what we're gonna talk about is focus. Focus. And a lot of times we lose focus or we don't even know what to really focus on. So what we want to target here today, man, is like for those who already have things going on, those people who have a career, have a passion, know what their passion are, know what their purpose are, but have a problem with wanting to grow that purpose and go to another level. So we want to talk about how those people can level up at whatever it is that they're doing.
Right.
You know, we want to give them pointers on what they need to do to focus more, to go to another level.
To continue.
Yeah, bro, because focus, wherever your focus goes is where your energy flows. So at any point that you're trying to do something or you in the midst of doing something, you got to maintain that focus.
Right.
So let's talk about that, bro. We got to maintain that focus.
Right, man. And I believe it takes, just like it takes gasoline to fuel a car, you know what I mean? It takes certain things to fuel focus in whatever your purpose is or whatever direction that you're going in, because a lot of times it's easy to get sidetracked and to let obstacles, stop us from, moving in the direction that we're trying to focus on and trying to move in that perspective of mind. And it's very easy. It's very easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of different factors that can affect our forward progression. You know what I'm saying? In whatever direction that we're, seeking to attain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's very detrimental that we use positive fuel, to maintain the drive in the direction of whatever purpose that you're moving in.
Right.
So yeah, man.
So so good point, bro. And that's what we're saying. Whenever you do have a focus, you got to make sure you're pouring into that focus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever you point into that focus, you really got to make sure it's what you want to get out of it.
Right.
Because whatever you put into something, bro, whatever you put into something, you're going to truly get it right back in return.
Right.
And what I talked about in Empowerment in 30 Seconds or Less, bro, the point that I wanted to make was that we tend to focus more on the outcome.
Yeah.
We tend to focus more on the outcome and the results. Right. And we forget that it takes work to get where we want to go. So that focus, man, is what we want to talk about. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Because if you don't actually pour into something that you want to get out, you'll never get the results that you're trying to get.
Right.
Because you're missing the in-between time, the process. That's what we call it. The in-between time is the process.
That's the process.
The building, like the time to build whatever it is you're focusing on. Like you got to make sure you're pouring in the right energy. You got to make sure you're focusing on the right things in order for you to get those the results that you seek.
Right. Right, man.
So so let's ask the question, like, I know a big problem that we all have is, first off, finding out what we're supposed to focus on.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because sometimes your focus could be something that you're not good at. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can be focusing on something that's not really good for you,
right.
but you want the outcome. You want a good outcome, but you focusing on something that's not even good for you.
Right. Right. And you pouring energy into that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you yielding positive results, but it's in a negative direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it might be taken away from, the thing that you are good at, that you know what I'm saying? Like that you are looking to do. You feel me?
Okay, so what are one way, bro? What's one way to maintain focus?
Well, I believe one way is, your mindset, man. That's you have to change your mindset, because the mindset, it actually shapes your world.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
Like, depending
Say
on
that again.
like your mindset, it's important that you, if you don't have a positive mindset, it's important that you seek to attain a positive mindset, because our mind actually shapes our world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So he just gave a key point. And if you guys have a notepad or anything, like, we're really here to give, information that you guys can actually take down. So one, like, he's saying that a positive mindset will actually help you focus on that which you are focusing on, because you got to have a clear vision.
Right.
If you have a cloudy vision, then that means you really can't see far.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You won't go far with a cloudy vision. So one would be like freeing up that mind of distractions, things that's not going to help you go forward, things that's not going to help you get the results that you're seeking. So yes, number one would be clearing up that mindset.
Right.
Okay, so I have a pointer as well, man. Like I just said, starve your distractions. I'm gonna put that as number two.
Oh man, yeah.
Number one is getting that mindset together.
Yeah, man. I believe, but shoot, bro. If you
Damn, you really
going
can't
down to it, like,
you really can't do that without. Yeah, right.
First,
you really can't form a mindset without starting.
Yeah, man.
So let's they all steps.
Right. It's
they
all steps. But you know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and make that. Let's make that correction.
Just like walking up some stairs, you got to take one step at a time. So in that direction. So like, man, like for these steps, man, say it again, man.
So starve your distractions.
That's number one. That's number one. That's number one, I say, before changing your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because those distractions are actually what's going to lead you from trying to attain that positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's really the only way.
Yeah.
To even create a positive mindset, you have to like start starving the negativity in your mind first.
Right.
Before you even push forward into a positive mindset.
Right.
So that is the first step. The first step would be starving your distractions. Like whatever it is that's gonna take you away from reaching that goal. Like starve it. I don't care if it's girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes our relationships in life can keep us from focusing as well.
Right.
And we wonder why, we can't level up.
Right.
Because
it's actually and it's not nothing bad for a relationship or nothing like that, but it actually, makes you at a personal focal point.
Right.
You know what I mean? It kind of makes you stagnated.
Man.
Yeah, it kind of makes you stagnated because you have to have a mutualness when you're in a relationship, man. So yeah, no matter whatever the case may be.
It don't have to be a relationship with another person.
Right.
Most you can be a relationship with yourself.
Right.
Because you can be so in love with your bad habits.
Right.
You can be so in love with the things that's not good to you that it keeps you from leveling up and going to the next level.
Right.
So in that step one, which is starving your distractions, it's gonna kind of kill all of that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna really know what it is that you need to be doing. That's how once you start your distractions, you'll know what you need to be doing.
Right.
That's exactly how you know what you need to be doing.
Exactly.
By starving your distractions. And
Right.
then after that, you'll be able to actually kind of think and have a clear thought process
Right.
of what it is that you need to be doing. So that'll create that positive mindset.
Right, man.
And the last step will be you actually carrying it out.
Right.
Now these are steps for people who actually are moving in the direction of doing something, you know, that they want to do.
Right, right.
Now, if you don't have a focus at all, this might not be for you. And we'll have another podcast for people who actually don't have a focus but want to focus.
Right.
They want to find something to do with their life. They want to find what their purpose are. We'll have a podcast for that. But right now, we're focusing on talking about focus for people who already have a direction that they're going in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that can be a real problem. Some people got that problem. Like, they know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They know the results that they want to achieve.
Right.
But they don't necessarily have that focus and that clear vision to go along with that for them to reach their goal, bro.
Right, man. I agree with that 100%.
So let's talk about it, man. Those are the 3 steps. We're going to call those 3 steps back out, and then we're going to talk more in depth, you know, into like getting to that point.
Right, right.
So the first step, bro, was starving your distractions.
Starve your distractions.
And number 2, you said that you have to create a positive mindset.
Right, right.
And, you know, the last would be you taking all of that, which you know from that positive mindset, you know your focus now.
Right.
You knew your focus from the jump.
Right.
You already knew what you was trying to do. So once you got there, number 1 was starve your distractions. So then after you starved your distractions, you know what to do and what not to do. So then number 2, that'll develop that positive mindset because you starved your distractions.
Exactly.
Distractions are only negative things because negative things can only take you backwards.
Right, right.
So by you starving your distractions, it's gonna induce a positive mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then number 3 would just be you continuing on with that consistency.
Right. Consistency to execute.
Right.
Yeah.
So now that we have the steps, we're gonna talk about some of the problems that we all run into. You know, those distractions that we're talking about.
Right.
Because I feel like those distractions are really the main things that keep us from going to that next level.
Most definitely.
So let's talk about those distractions, bro. Like, whether it be in business or whether it be in life, let's talk about some of those distractions that actually keep us from going to the next level. It can be personally, you know, business-wise. It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, bottom line, they're still distractions. And distractions can't do nothing but take you backwards.
Right. I'll get you sidetracked. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, I mean, man, distractions, man, they could come from anywhere, you know, any shape, form, or fashion, you know, but shucks, man, even on your job, you know, it could take you off because you got to put a lot of time and focus, you know, into what you're doing on a day-to-day basis at your job. You know, and by the time you leave there, man, it's like, oh, man, I ain't really got no energy. You know, I had to get to it later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I watch some personal development later. Like, you know, I pray later. You know, it always winds up that your main objective gets put on the back burner.
Wow. Say that again.
It always winds up.
You said your main objective end up getting put on the back burner.
Right.
And it sounds a lot like you're talking about, you know, doing the wrong thing with your time.
Right.
Because you mentioned about going to work.
Right.
You know, and most people work jobs that they don't really like. Not everybody are in positions or have the circumstances or are fortunate enough not to work a job. But to those who work a job, you know what I'm saying, they have something outside of their job that they're trying to focus on. This is what he's saying.
Right.
You might have a focus outside of your job that you're trying to achieve or accomplish, you know, but your job is like taking majority of your time
and energy. Yeah.
So once you get home, you don't even feel like focusing on anything else because you got to wind down from that long day that you had. But anyway, we don't want to talk about that. We're not shining light on that.
Yeah.
The whole point.
Yeah, that's just a distraction.
Right. The whole point is like, you got to make sure you're doing the necessary things that you need to do with your time, because sometimes you could be pouring that energy into something that that's not even conducive to you, and you could have used that energy towards your focus.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you putting all the energy that you could be putting to your focus into something that's taking most of your time and not giving you the results that you want.
Right. For the paycheck. You know.
Like not only a job. So let's talk about something else. Like even like your phone.
Man,
like Instagram, like Facebook.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like movies.
Games.
You see what I'm saying? Like we're not saying that there's something wrong with them, but we're saying like too much of anything is bad for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You will have to start limiting certain things and start cutting certain things off, you know, if we want something bad enough. So that really what it boils down to. Like whatever it is that you focusing on, you gotta want it badder than you want to watch TV.
Right.
You gotta want it bad enough. You gotta want it badder than you do want to listen to music.
Yeah, or watch Power
or anything, or Netflix and chill.
Yeah,
like it got to be more important to you than anything else that's not conducive to your time, and that's why you got to starve your distractions.
Right. And then and if you starve them out, and you know most of the time, man, grab some water. Most of the time we get gluttonous. You know what I mean? We get gluttonous with things, man, and they consume. They start to take up space in our mind. And you know, make our thoughts cloudy, and that's what creates most of the distractions. You know what I mean? Like John just said, too much of anything is not good. You know, so you gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? So, like even in your even in moving in the positive direction, you know, you gotta have a balance with that too. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, too much of anything is not good. So you gotta have a balance, man. You know, once you do your reading or you know, you watch your YouTube, whatever the case may be, you know, you gotta make sure that you balance it out. You balance it out because you can't overflood yourself, you know, and then expect, like, you gotta take out things, practice it, and then, you know, relieve yourself, and then come back and get some more, and then, you know, start going back into the direction, you know, back into that positive direction. You know what I'm saying? Because I have found times where, you know, I will overflow myself, but I ain't practiced nothing, but I can say, like, I did watch that video. But, like, everything that you do, you want to make sure that you have a purpose for doing it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a balance. You got to have a balance where you can rest your brain. You know what I mean? Get back to your show or whatever the case may be. But, you know, it has to be a balance.
Yeah, it got to be a balance. And, you know, don't balance according to somebody else. You got to balance according to yourself. Like, you got to really know what's good for you and what's bad for you. You got to figure that out. Like, nobody else can figure that out for you. You got to sit down and you got to take inventory of what it is that you need to be doing, because that's the only reason you're going to know what's a distraction and what's not a distraction.
Right.
You got to really sit down and say, hey, this is conducive to what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And every time I do this, I get good results. And you got to look at the other side of it. Right. Every time I do this thing, like, I don't get nothing done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you got to really sit down and weigh your options. And that's how you're going to really find out what your distractions are. And that's how you stay focused. That's how you stay focused. That's the key, G.
Yeah.
I just really said the key.
Right.
Like, the jewel to stay focused is to really know what it is that distracts you.
Right.
You got to really know what it is that's holding you back. And once you know that, you just got to want it bad enough to stop.
Right.
You got to stop it.
Right. Right.
And that's really all up to us. That's all up to the individual.
Right.
So, as we said at the beginning of the podcast, like, this information is for those who already have a focus.
Right.
Like, if you already have something that you're focusing on, we're giving you pointers on how to continue to stay focused.
Right.
And again, number one is starve your distractions.
Right. Right.
You got to continue to starve your distractions, because it's a reason that you're not going to the next level. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's always a reason you're not going to the next level.
Most definitely.
It's never not a reason that you can't go to the next level.
Most definitely.
So if you get to a point where you feel like you can't grow any further, you can't do any more, you have to really take self-inventory.
Yeah, I was just about to go.
Yeah, you gotta look in the mirror and self-assess.
Yeah.
And see what it is that you're doing.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, it's your distraction. It's whatever you're spending your time on. Like, it's either something you're not doing, or it's something that you're not doing enough. But regardless of what it is, you got to find out. So you got to sit down and you got to really pay attention and find out what it is that's distracting you and what's keeping you from staying focused.
Yeah, and I believe like that's a very important part of it, man, being able to self-assess. You know what I mean? It's very important that you're able to self-assess, because if you can't if you can't go down in there and dissect what you need and what you don't need, it will be very detrimental to your forward movement, because like it could be things that you think are positively affecting you, but they could be negatively affecting you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's why you got to take that inventory.
Exactly,
right, bro.
But, you know, a lot of times, man, we do things that feel great,
Ooh.
you know, but are they really giving us great results?
No.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have the ability, and not just the ability, but you got to have a mindset to self-assess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of times we put the responsibility of lack of attention on what we need to be doing off on other things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if such and such wouldn't, you know what I mean? If this wouldn't happen, but in all actuality, you know what I mean? We can't prevent like these things. Like we can't prevent these things, but it all lines up to like, are you able to self-assess? You know what I'm saying?
Right, man, because really you'll continue to go in the same direction.
Spinning wheels.
You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you don't really stop and just really take a look.
Right, man.
And before you know it, you'll be on out the way somewhere that you don't supposed to be, further than where you started.
Right.
That's why you have to be in the habit of actually looking at what you're doing. And what we just said, we're talking to people that already have a focus, of course. So we got to make that plain, bro, because we don't want to get on here saying that this is for people that don't have a focus. Because first off, if you don't have a focus, you really got to find out what you're trying to do. So we're not talking to those who don't have a focus, but for those who have a focus and trying to go to that next level of leveling up, what we're saying is that you have to consistently self-assess, because that's the only way you're going to go to the next level anyway. Because obviously you're not on the level you want to be.
Right.
If you want to go to the next level, you see what I'm saying? You're obviously not on the next. You're not on the level that you want to be. So it's evidently something that you're not doing, or something that you need to do more of.
Right.
So you won't even know that unless you self-assess.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, man.
Oh yeah. So, and also, man, we do want to tell them that for now on, we will be going live from our main business page. Financial Fashion Clothing Co. is our main business page, and we'll be going live from there for now on. Usually we'll either go live from the CFO page, or me, myself, the CEO page, but from now on, we'll be going live from here. We're going to have to build our following up from here. Anyway, we're looking for all of our supporters, and we know you guys will support us once you see this podcast on our homepage of our business page. So we appreciate you guys for the patience, and we're going to continue to deliver for you guys every Monday. And we got so much in store for you. So we're going to talk about these announcements that we got today about the shirts. Now, for you guys that love what we do and support what we do, and you love to see us on here, and you love our value that we're giving you guys, and you see our vision and you're moved by it and you support us, we got something for you. What we did was we took down the prices on our logo tee, and what we're going to do, I'm going to actually put the link right here, because our shirt, the shirts that we use are quality. Like let's put that out there. We use very quality shirts. So that's how we price our things. So what we did, we took our shirt from being $35, and we made a shirt for those who want to support us, because everybody don't probably have $35 to spend on the shirt.
Right.
But if you do want to support us, we've created a shirt with our Financial Fashion logo for $20. You know, we got the white one and we got the black one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the comments. This is just for everybody, for anybody that feel that they want to support us in any way. So just 1 second. 1 second, I'm gonna comment it.
Yeah, we also got some other things as well. But this is kind of like the first wave of things that we have prepared for you guys. That are looking to support us, and we very much appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to comment it. I'm finna comment it so you guys can actually know where to find it, the link and everything.
He's about to get that in there now. It's gonna be coming to you guys in a second.
Yeah, they gonna see it. That's one of them, you guys. And I'm gonna comment another one. And we actually took down the prices of a couple, so you guys could feel free to support us, man.
Most definitely.
Cause I know I've heard quite a bit of people who want to support us. And they just waiting for the time to support us, but we're gonna make it easier as possible. We're gonna make it as easy as possible for each and every last one of you guys to support us.
Most definitely.
I wish we can get into our segment question.
Yeah,
we haven't been into this segment in a while. We didn't get a chance to go.
The last couple episodes we haven't really.
I think the episode before last we got into questioners, but last episode when I was in Florida and you was up here, we didn't get a chance to do questioners. But I'm finna leave another comment for you guys to see the link.
Yeah, put that in there, man.
Yeah, I think this the black one. I'm putting the black one and the white one in there. And we also got a lady boss tee for the women that we took down the price on.
For all the lady bosses.
Yeah. I think this the black one. I'm putting the black. I'm gonna share. I'm actually gonna share them tomorrow. I'm gonna create a little thread for them tomorrow so people can actually see them. But
yeah,
we're gonna host a watch party so people actually see it too.
Yeah, that'll be what's up, man.
Yeah, man, we got about 10 more minutes before we get out of here.
But yeah, man, positivity is key. It's most definitely key, man. It's one thing I'm learning, slowly but surely. But positivity, man, stay in the stream of positivity.
Hey, man, that's gonna keep you focused. That's one of the things that will keep you focused, because all of that good energy is gonna do nothing but it's gonna do something for your mind. And when your mind is in a good space, it's gonna always give you good ideas. Right. A healthy mind gonna feed you good things, bro. It's gonna automatically give you better things. Better thinking gonna give you better results.
Right, man.
And that's what we was talking about. That step 2.
Yeah.
That positive mindset. But in order to get there, we're gonna do a recap of the steps. Even though we don't say it like 3 or 4 times, we just want you guys to understand that in order to go to the next level, number 1, you gotta starve your distractions.
Right.
You know, somewhere or another, you don't got distracted, or you're not going as hard as you used to go, or you know you're not pressing. You know, sometimes when we don't feel like it, we won't do it. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't feel good today, so I'm not gonna read, or I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out when we don't feel good. But you got to starve those distractions. Number 2, when you starve those distractions, it's gonna cause you to create a positive mindset, because you no longer have those things holding you back that was holding you back before you started to focus.
Right.
Okay, and then number 3, you starved your distractions. You got a positive mindset. So number 3 will be you just being consistent. And you got to be consistent in starving your distractions. You got to be consistent in staying positive. And that's going to automatically help you level up, because once you have that healthy mindset, you're going to have better vision.
Right. Right.
And then you think better. Before you even have better vision, you're going to think better. You see what I'm saying? When you think better, you have better vision.
Right. I mean, you get better results as well. You know what I'm saying? But another thing I want to add to that, environment, environment is very key to those steps. Environment is very key to those steps, man. You can't you can't produce vegetables in a dry ground.
Climate, right,
You know what I
bro.
mean? You gotta have the right environment to make sure that it allows you to produce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta have that, man.
Right,
You
bro.
most definitely gotta have that.
Bro.
Sometimes we don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes, sometimes like we're in an environment that doesn't allow us to
even focus.
Yeah, we got a lot of distractions around. You know what I mean? That affects your thinking. You know what I mean? Oh, have mercy. But yeah, environment is key. Environment is key. In order for you to be allowed to create positive results. Environment is key.
And also, since you brought up environment, we want to keep in mind that the environment that's on the outside, that might be the environment that you see. But I want to let you know that with your mind, you can create your own environment.
Mm.
So by you thinking in a whole nother way in your mind, it will only push you forward into creating a physical environment for yourself.
Right.
But first, it starts in the mind. Like even if you do have an environment where it's hard to focus, if your mind is right, eventually your mind is going to tell you like, hey, you need to move out of this place, or it's going to automatically push you forward into getting to a place where you can focus.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, environment does, you have to take that into consideration, but also you do have to realize that you have the power to create your own environment mentally. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you can have a peaceful environment, but your mind is
right. It's not.
It's full of chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mind can be messed up mentally, but your environment physically can be conducive.
Right.
But your mind just isn't right.
It ain't right there.
Right.
It
so
ain't lined up.
Right. So never forget that mentally you can create your own environment, even if your physical environment isn't what you want.
Right.
So man, it's 7:53. We said we was gonna be on here till 8. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be releasing some information about the products that we released for you guys, and the products that we actually took down the pricing on for you guys to support us. If you didn't want to, if you didn't have the money to buy the most expensive product that we have, we created this product to give you guys something that you can get that's tangible, that you can have and wear for an affordable price, and you'll feel like you did your due diligence for us because you enjoy and you support everything that we do.
Most definitely.
So man, anything else that you would like to say, CFO?
Man, I think that was about all, man. That was about all I had for the day.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now, one more time, even though we did it all the way through the podcast, we're gonna do a recap again. Number 1, starve your distractions. And this is for people who already have a focus. Y'all already know what y'all trying to do. Y'all just trying to level up and go to the next level. So number 1 would be starving your distractions. Whatever your distractions are, you got to sit down and really find out, like, hey, this isn't conducive to me. I need to do this more. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing that. Starve your distractions.
Right.
And with you starving that distraction, with you starving your distractions, it's going to lead you to step 2, which is creating a positive mindset. Keep continuing on in that positive mindset because you already have a focus. So in order to stay focused, you got to maintain that positive mindset. And number 3 is just build consistency. Do it over and over again. You got to execute. You got to execute 1 and 2 over and over again. Starve your distractions. Continue to be positive. Starve your distractions. Continue to be positive.
Right.
And by doing those 2 little small steps, I mean, you personally know what your goal is. We don't know your goal. Right. So according to your goal, you know what you need to do. But starving your distractions will only better what it is that you're supposed to be doing, that you're focusing on. So number 1, starving your distractions. Number 2, creating that positive mindset. And number 3 is maintaining the consistency of starving your distraction and creating that positive mindset. So, hey, thank you for tuning in. Financial Fashion Talk Podcast, episode 11. We got something really special for you guys this weekend. We got a special guest on, and we're gonna actually go to a whole nother city. So we got something huge for you guys. We're gonna come on. We're gonna show you guys a valuable person, and he's gonna release some valuable information that can help anybody. And the CFO will be with us. I'll be with us, and we're gonna have our special guest in a whole nother city, and we'll release the city on that day live. We'll release the city. We're not gonna let you guys know what city we're gonna be in, but we're gonna be in another city this weekend. We won't have to wait till Monday. You won't have to wait till Monday to see our podcast episode 12 because we'll be doing it in another city this weekend. So tune in. We got something great to talk about, and we'll see you there. CEO, Mr. Best.
CFO, Mr. Best.
And both of us are out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in.